Welcome. Let's talk about the transits for this week. So, from Friday today, the 8th of December, until next Friday. So, what are the astrological aspects? What can we do with it? How can we navigate these aspects in a positive, constructive way? Because this is constructive astrology. It's all about the life that you want to live rather than being fear mongering. So, what we're going to be covering today is just a few passing moods here with the moon. But in special, we'll be talking about two things, really. We'll be talking about the new moon. So we have a new moon in Sagittarius this week, which will be happening on the 12th of December. And we also have Mercury going retrograde. So that one that everybody talks about and everyone feels a bit worried about as well. So fear not, because there's some positive things that we can do with Mercury retrograde. So let me share my screen as usual, and then we can pinpoint the astrological transits on the screen. So before we move ahead, tell me, how was this week for you? Was it a better week after that full moon? I mean, as you probably know, this full moon was very intense for me personally, and very Chiron sort of tinged. There was a very strong energy of Chiron for me because it activated my natal Chiron. So this week now, following the full moon, was way easier, a lot more easy to navigate. And the grand trine in Earth that we had on Monday in particular was very, very helpful. I've managed to accomplish a lot of different things. I've used that energy in a very practical way, and it was wonderful. Did you notice that grand trine in Earth? Did you use it? The grand trine in fire that we had on the weekend previously, it was brilliant as well. I was like playing board games with my parents and my partner, so it was actually quite fun, as a fire sign would be. Anyhow, so this is what I had to say of catching up this week. Tell me in the comments. As usual, I love to hear from you. I love to know what's going on with you, how you're navigating these astrological transits as well, what you've been observing there, because I want to create a safe community, a safe haven that we can exchange and we can talk about our processes and focus on growth and support each other. All right, so let's have a look at the transits. Now, I am Fernanda Paiva Hitchhiking Stars. Welcome to my channel, and welcome again if you're coming back. So let's have a look at these transits that we talked about. Now, one of the things that I want to mention is tomorrow on a Saturday, we have Venus and Moon in Scorpio. So there's a very intense energy there in the air. We can go deeper. We can research deeper as well. We can talk about our feelings a little bit more deeply. Mercury is in Capricorn and is in a trine to Jupiter still, and a sextile to Venus as well, and the moon. So something about articulating our emotions that we might be able to do tomorrow. And remembering that tomorrow is my Chiron workshop. So if you're still interested, there's still space for a last minute people that want to enroll, and it will be really amazing. We're going to be doing some guided imagery as well, which I'm very excited about. I love creative astrology, and I do think that there's something to grasp and get from our own imagination, and I'm very excited about this guided imagination that I kind of created about Chiron, meeting Chiron. So anyhow, I think this will be very supportive of that sort of exercise. But you can do your own exercise there in your own way, in your own home, at your own pace. But it's a great day to dig deeper, to get significance and talk about feelings, talk about the things that are hidden more. All right. So this is, and also we have Venus opposite Jupiter there as well, and it's like right on the weekend, so we got to be a little bit careful not to overeat, overdo, over party, for the people out there that still party. I don't anymore, but just to be aware of that potential to overdo things. But this can also be a great time to get in touch with your values, with what makes you feel valued, with your sense of self-worth as well, and cut the BS and just really go deep into the true core values. I mean, that's a great opportunity to do that with that Venus in Scorpio opposite Jupiter in Taurus, and Jupiter also retrograde. Okay, so this is one of the passing moods I wanted to mention to you, the sort of Scorpio moon, Scorpio Venus, and whatnot. Now, what we really want to go, so here's the 11th, which is Monday, which is moon already joining the Sagittarian planets there. But really, here we go. 12th of December, so Tuesday, we're having a new moon at 20 degrees Sagittarius. So a new cycle, a new lunar cycle, reminding you that this is a period now, these few days, there are days where we feel very tired, where we need to rest. So if you are in tune with this energy and you're feeling very tired, take this opportunity to rest, take this opportunity to go inwards, and do all that sort of stuff. You're just very aligned with the moon, and you're just navigating these energies in total alignment. So just make space in your life now to rest, to go inwards, to have a bit of a more of an introvert energy as well. But it is a new moon in Sagittarius. It has to do with beliefs. It has to do with future-oriented kind of energy as well. So the exercise we can do during this new moon is to send or to set intentions about what we want to achieve, where we want to be. I think Sagittarius does talk a lot about the grass is greener somewhere else, but rather than resenting the grass being greener somewhere else, let's just imagine how green our grass can get, and how, what would it mean to get our grass greener or the greenest. So it's really about dreaming, I think. This new moon Sag is a lot about dreaming, a lot about setting intentions for higher, better, this sort of future-oriented energy there of evolution as well, and positive and optimistic as well. Now, this new moon is in square to Neptune, is one of the main aspects that's making. So here we have 20 degrees and Neptune at 24. Pisces is very close square still. And it does sort of double down the energy of dreaming. But the danger with the square to Neptune is also escapism, not wanting to see reality for what it is, or not wanting to see people for who they are, and, some of these dangers. But I love what Adam Ellenbach said once in one of his videos about Neptune. It's like, rather than be thinking about the things that can go wrong and the illusions and the problems, when someone is having a very personal Neptune transit, it really is about using imagination. So what really worries him, according to him, is that person isn't using their imagination, isn't using that capacity to dream in some positive and constructive way, because there is a massive opportunity there for us to dream, to imagine, to daydream, to recreate, to create, etc. So that's what I'm gonna be focusing here as well with this new moon, is about sort of dreaming and thinking about better potentials as well. And because Mercury is still trying to Jupiter there as well, it'll be this whole week because Mercury will go retrograde. We can still think think about the details of how to apply or implement these dreams. There's still an earthy energy in the air there that we can tap into. But that new moon, this sort of cycle, this lunar cycle, has something to do with healing our capacity to dream, our capacity to imagine what can we achieve in the future, what are the possibilities, opening our possibilities, etc. Being positive, being optimistic about these possibilities. So again, always important to weave into your chart. Where is 20 degrees Sagittarius? What is Neptune right now doing in your chart as well? Is it transiting any of your personal planets or not? What's going on there? That's going to be important details. But also the other aspect that this new moon is doing, which I really like, or the second flavor here, is a trine to the North Node. So we have that new moon at 20 and the North Node at 23 Aries as well. So for me, again, there is a very positive sense of moving ahead, evolving, stepping into what we want, into our personal power, knowing to separate what others want from what we actually really want, and stop the people pleasing, stopping saying yes when we don't truly mean it, learning how to say no, standing by our no's, and things like that. Is also a Mars in Sag this week, coming to trine Chiron in Aries. Chiron is ruled by Mars, so there's a kind of a dialogue there between these transit as well. And I think we could be healing that sense in ourselves, that ability to separate, to step up, to do our thing, to be individuals a little bit more. All right. So this is what I had to say about this new moon. Now, on a day after, boom, look at Mercury red here. So Mercury is going retrograde. So on the 13th, Wednesday, Mercury will go in retrograde at 8 degrees Capricorn. It will be retrograde until the 2nd of January. So we're definitely going to have the holiday season to rethink, re-grasp, reassess, edit, go back and work on something, go back and do something that we left kind of unfinished, or that we feel that we can kind of do it better this time as well. As usual, I would say, do not rush into communicating things, giving ultimatums. That's really not a great time to do that. Hold on, hold it to yourself, really reassess it, really reread your journals, write on your journals, get this information there brewing during these 3 weeks of Mercury retrograde, because you will have more clarity later. And the idea of a planet changing directions means that we also change our minds. So don't set your heart onto anything yet. All right, just explore possibilities, explore the ideas. And with Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn, it could be about work, it could be about career, about money, finances, all the things that Capricorn is very connected to. It's like the real world, the structures of the real world, how you're doing your business, how you're structuring all of that. What are you offering? Do you want to keep offering that? Does that make sense with who you're becoming, etc.? So during these holidays, you can really rethink all of that, rethink its strategies, work strategies, etc. I think that's very much in the cards here with that Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. And again, like we've got this trine to Jupiter, like it's very long trine to Jupiter. I think it's similar to what was going on in September, I think, like the end of August, September, when we had Mercury retrograde in Virgo as well, and it was a trine to Jupiter as well, a very long one. We have another sort of echoing opportunity here with the long trine between Jupiter and Mercury, and this idea of expanding some material area of our lives, some service oriented that could be connected to our values as well, abundance, financial abundance, and all things like that. So it is kind of a blessed Mercury retrograde there. I do really enjoy Mercury retrogrades. Highly sensitive people, empaths, don't, fear not. It's a great time to rethink things, to analyze, to assess. And that's something that we do all the time, right? We always like analyzing, assessing situations. So we can really get a lot of insight during Mercury retrograde as the time of insights and revision and revisioning. All right, so that's also happening this week, and beginning this week. And by the way, I will be doing a video I will publish next week about where is Mercury retrograde based on your ascendant, so you can weave in that even more meaning, even more clues about what you can do with these Mercury retrograde, what area of your life is going to be activated, and how you can make the best use here of this energy. All right, so this is Thursday, moon's Capricorn, activating that Mercury, potentially trining, activating the trine between that Mercury and Jupiter. And yeah, and then here is Friday, which is, a sextile, moon's coming to sextile the sun, but that's when we have the exact trine between Mars and Chiron. So like healing, that sense of healing our warrior wounds, as I like to think about with the Chiron in Aries, and that trine to Mars as well, becoming a little bit more aware of what we want as individuals. All right, so this is it. Next Friday, I'll be back bringing some more astrology insights, some more, transits and whatnot. So let me know in the comments how you're feeling, what are your plans. Are you looking forward to these new moon? Are you looking forward to these Mercury retrograde and what's going on for you? And don't forget that I have my Chiron workshop happening this Saturday. If you're interested, if you want to take part in it, please get in touch. I'll leave the link in the description as well, so you can just enroll if you want to enroll as well. And I'll be seeing you all on Saturday and next week as well. All right. So see you all. Have a wonderful weekend, a beautiful new moon, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye now.